Hello. Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whichever part of the globe you are in. First off, a very warm welcome to each one of you for today's session, for today's kickoff session. As mentioned, it's a very informal session where we will try to understand what all we'll be going through as a community in this boot camp, and also I'll also probably take you through some of the essentials of the boot camp before we get started with the learning journey. And I believe most of you must have already gone through some of the modules that we have put up. If not, feel free to go to your dashboard and then to the bootcamp course page so that you can access the material. And first off, as you all know, this is a getting started with data science bootcamp, and we are doing this in collaboration with big data analytics and consulting cell NIT Warangal. Thanks to them for the collaboration. And with that, let me talk a little more about DPhi. For those, I'm sure most of you know about DPhi, and there might be few who would be knowing it for the first time. And just to give you some quick understanding about DPhi, DPhi is a global data science community started with a vision to build data culture and democratize data science learning. And we started it with a intent to create an impact, build a great community and product in the field of data science, which people love associating it with it. And as the vision says, it's as simple as it is. We want to build data culture and democratize it, because data science as a field, it's not just a data scientist thingy, right? Pretty much everyone, a marketer, a doctor, uh, a logistic person, anyone can harness the power of data science to be able to make meaningful, effective decision at the end of the day. Each and everyone out there, be it businesses, be it individuals, and everyone, so that they can harness its power in the digital age that is impending back in May 2020, where we were joined plus speakers. Hello. Hi. एक बार Hi everyone. Just wanted to check if it is audible or not. Manish एक बार Hi. Hi everyone. Is it audible now? Can someone respond? Say yes. Okay. I'm really sorry for the little goof up. I think there was some glitch with the audio. Sorry about that. And yeah, I mean, well, I was talking about the vision of DeFi, and basically, I was talking about our initial inception on how we started, how we took off with a 5 week data science boot camp, and where we were joined by 15 plus speakers and 50 plus coaches. And once again, thanks for everyone for being patient all throughout during the glitch. I'm really sorry about that. And coming to the main highlights of each of the boot camps that we host, right? One is definitely we get a lot of learners, but at the same time, it wouldn't be possible without the power of community learning, where everyone learns together, struggles together, and grows together. At the same time, they share knowledge together, right? So this is the entire bonding which keeps us intact and which makes it very, very unique experience out of all, where together they will be able to learn and harness the power of community learning and eventually making it happen. So that's the most important part of it, where you have to make things happen. Okay. And that's where everyone is with each other in this particular mission. And coming to the DeFi platform, we are out here trying to make an impact in this world by empowering everyone with data science and AI essentials. The one most important thing is we help, we keep conducting. We keep conducting live boot camps, and we also host a lot of data science and AI challenges through which community can learn through competitions. And at the same time, we have some active discussion forums on Slack, where we try to address questions of the learners. At the same time, we have a discussion forum on the website too. And we also host a wide variety of micro courses on the platform, where you can learn and enhance your skills. So just to take you through the platform, this is how the platform looks like. Um, and you can feel free to play around with the platform. This is where you can find all the courses. Everything is open sourced and is available for free for everyone to learn. At the same time, we also have some challenges out there where you can work on these real world data sets to be able to apply your learnings and put your skills to test. Okay. And at the same time, there might be some upcoming AI challenges too. Like, for example, there is this particular competition on earthquake prediction, where you need to build an algorithm to predict earthquakes. And this is a real world problem that the entire world is facing. And this is done in collaboration with Peking University and also a few of their partners out there with the local government. They are conducting this competition, and we are happy to partner with them. So you can keep participating in these real world data set problems and put your learnings to test, and also solve some really impactful problems that are out there in the world. Okay. So this is coming to DPhi platform. This is what it is. And coming to the boot camp, right? We are quite excited about it and pumped up for the online boot camp to get started with data science. And definitely it's a 4-week data science boot camp where you can interact with the community out there, with the coaches and speakers out there. And at the same time, we have released the schedule. I'll also show you the schedule and how it pans out when it comes to format. So coming to the format, we keep releasing week-wise modules. Okay, when we say week-wise modules, there can be 1 to 2 learning modules, and then coupled with it, there will be a live session. Okay, so unlike previous boot camps where we used to release material on a day-wise basis, here what we did is we thought it would be ideal to release material on let's say 3 days in a particular week, and the rest of the 4 days we leave it for the learners to do self-practice or keep up with the pace of the boot camp. Okay, so this is the ideology with which we came up with. And at the end of the boot camp, or during the course of the boot camp, there will be few quizzes and also challenges which you'll have to perform and do. And it is mandatory for each and every learner to complete those quizzes and challenges. Otherwise, you won't be eligible for the certificate. And for the real-time communication, we have put up Slack. I believe the Slack link is already sent to each one of you over email. And if not, feel free to I think we'll probably share it on YouTube as well, just in case if you have missed. Okay. And coming to the schedule, right? Let me take you through the schedule quickly. Okay, this is where we have already put up the schedule. And so you can find it on the discussion forum. Till the time it loads, probably I'll take you through the bootcamp module. So if you have to go to the bootcamp module, right, you can go to bootcamp. Under bootcamp, get started with data science, and here you'll see go to bootcamp. Just click on it and you'll be able to go to your course. And here you can already find a lot of guidelines in here when we will be putting up the material and all. And after that, we have put up a small pre-work, okay, which you can go through. Basically, you can click on this and you can go through all of it. So in the pre-work, I think we have mostly spoken about Google Colab environment and also Jupyter Notebook. For someone who is unaware about Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook, those are the environments where we run our Python codes. Okay, so during the course of the bootcamp, we'll be using Python as a programming language to implement a lot of data science practices. And in order to do that, there are 2 best tools to kind of set up your environments. That is, one is Jupyter Notebook and the other is Google Colab. Google Colab is much more efficient. I mean, it's brought up by Google, obviously, and they made it seamless for everyone to access kind of Jupyter environment online and run your Python code seamlessly. Okay. And I would strongly recommend everyone to use Google Colab. If not, you can have your own Jupyter environment offline. Okay. And apart from that, you also have 2 modules. Okay, you can access those 2 modules, part 1 and part 2, which are already put up here. Okay, you will find all the, and also at the end of these slides, you might also find some nice exercises as well. Okay, I would recommend you to do those exercises. You don't need to submit it to anyone, but it's good to practice them for your own purpose. And if you're stuck somewhere, right, you can always reach out to us on Slack. Okay, you can utilize Slack effectively for all your needs or whatever it is. Feel free to put up in this channel called as help. Okay, if you look at Slack, right, like there is this particular channel called as help, and if you put any query out here, there will be someone or the other who will come and respond to your query. Okay, for example, there is this, I mean, Gaurav Kumar has asked, and we have someone, Manish, answering it. And here, we have Raviraj answering a question. So you'll have plenty of people in the community. If you could be coaches, or there could be fellow learners who might come in to help you. Okay, if you're stuck somewhere. So I would strongly recommend, if you're stuck somewhere, just come here, try to ask a question, and you'll find answers here. Okay, so it is pretty seamless. I mean, don't worry that if you're stuck, you're lost. You're not. In fact, we are there to back you up. So feel free to make most of this initiative, make most of the community learning activity that we are trying to perform here. Okay, and going back, right, I thought I wanted to show you the schedule. So coming to the schedule, right, we are in week 1. We have already released pre-work module 1, and there will be a live session tomorrow on introduction to Python fundamentals and data science libraries. And after that, we will be releasing module 2. In week 2 as well, we'll be releasing 2 modules and a quiz, and also a session will be there, a live session will be there, and a recorded session will be put up. So we'll be releasing it gradually, and we will also giving you adequate time space to be able to grasp these concepts and apply it in the real world, either on quizzes or on real world data or elsewhere. Okay, so we will learn it through along the way. And same with week 3, right, where we will be building our machine learning models. Again, we'll introduce you to the machine learning models, classification models, regression models. Don't get panicked by looking at the keywords if you're hearing it for the first time. We will try to take it from scratch so that you understand each bit of it. And finally, we'll be giving you a datathon or a challenge so that you can perform your learnings, or you can put your test skills to test, and apply those things in solving a problem. Okay, so that's pretty much about the schedule and criteria for completion. I think I have already mentioned this to you. Okay, assignments need to be submitted, and okay, in order to get a certificate. And we would also recommend you to basically do this thing as well. I mean, there will also be special recognitions to top participants. Okay, so that will also be there. We will try to shortlist them, and this it looks like. Okay, give you some context and what it takes to do in the entire process, right? This is the most important thing. One is one need to be extremely passionate about learning a new skill. This is extremely important. And the other thing is, you need to have that great persistence and perseverance skill set. I wouldn't say skill set, that attitude. Never give up attitude, and that perseverance needs to be there to be able to take it to the finish line. Okay, and generally, a lot of people subscribe to a lot of courses, but what it takes to complete is these kind of attitude. Okay, if you're not able to have this attitude, then probably we end up subscribing to a lot more courses, and don't end up progressing any further. So we need to have the discipline, and I think it's extremely important. I would strongly recommend, if you're in it, just go for it. Okay, and anyway, the community is there to motivate you, so this is the best time where you can learn together with a bunch of motivated folks. And most importantly, out of all, there might be a lot of people who might be starting to code for the first time, or entering into this field for the first time, and might be lacking a lot of self-confidence. Okay, don't just demotivate yourself, just believe in yourself that you can do it. Okay, and that helps a lot in the process. So don't go take a back seat saying that like you don't have that enough self confidence to achieve this thing. Just believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and then believe in the processes that we would be adapting in the process, and just go for it. And we are there. If you're stuck somewhere, we are there to back you up. Okay. And these are some of the testimonials, or some of the learnings that previous boot campers have shared. Here there is this particular person, who is saying that think and feel you can do it. That's when you'll be able to achieve anything. And she is Joanna. She's a soft skills trainer, and she tries to empower people with her through her YouTube channel and bunch of other things. And actually she also got started with data science back in May, and we were fortunate that she was one of our learners, and she used to motivate fellow learners to do it. Okay. And it was a nice video. I'll probably share this presentation with you later, so that you can go through it. And at the same time, we had a Professor Sergio, and he was emphasizing on the fact that you need to constantly learn. And he was emphasizing on the fact that community learning is one of the best ways to learn, where you can learn together with diverse set of people and exchange knowledge. And at the same time, we have some real-time communication, right? Something like Slack, where you can put some queries and someone is there to help you out, so that you don't lose out on the time and self-confidence or whatever it is. Okay. So these are certain things that are shared by the previous learners, and which are quite motivating and captivating to a lot of people. I'm really looking forward to the new boot camp, and I'm hoping there will be a lot more learners who will be big party to it, and who will be the driving forces for community learning, which we envision to build. And what support you get, I think I already told you. There will be live sessions from the experts, mentoring from the coaches. You can get your queries resolved on discussion forum and also on Slack forum. And most importantly, don't forget to ping your best friends, that is Google and Stack Overflow. If you're stuck somewhere, I would strongly recommend search for it online, and most probably you would end up getting it in the first Google search, be it a Stack Overflow link or some other link. If not, I mean, we are there anyway. So, and also, who are the makers of the boot camp? The people behind is, as I said, we are doing it in collaboration with Big Data Analytics and Consulting Cell and IDW. Thanks to them for collaborating, and we also have few bunch of amazing speakers and coaches who are joining the boot camp, and also our brilliant team, and also most importantly, last but not least, you all, the learners who make it much more impactful and much more meaningful to the entire journey. And with that, I think I'm pretty much done with what I have to say. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to address them, and probably guide you through in whatever possible way we can. And thanks once again, everyone, for joining in. I'm trying to check if there are any questions on YouTube, maybe. Or if there are any questions, feel free to post it on YouTube, and we'll pick it from there. Great, I think seems there are no questions as such. If not, I'll probably make some announcements. Tomorrow we have a session. Okay, I think tomorrow's session is at, let me quickly tell you, it's at, okay, so tomorrow's session is at 2:30 p.m. CET, which will be 6 p.m. IST. Okay, to make it easy for you all, what I'll do is I'll quickly put up the time zone link, so that you can convert it in your own time zone, respective time zone. And also, if you have some friends or someone who is wanting to join the bootcamp, you can feel free to ask them to join in. And that is one thing. And let me just quickly share these two links, right? Okay, this is the time zone link, and I just shared it on YouTube, and this is the YouTube link to the tomorrow's session. No, it's tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. CET. I'm really sorry. I think there was a typo in the message earlier. It's 2:30 p.m. CET, and we'll also put the recorded section as well. Okay, let me just check. There are a few more questions. Will this bootcamp be from scratch? Yes, we are trying to do it from scratch. And certificate after bootcamp completion? Yes, you everyone. I mean, whoever completes the, as I said, like, there is one section, right? The criteria, this is the criteria. Whoever completes all the mandatory quizzes and assignments will be given the certificates, provided they meet the minimum bar. Okay, there will be only two mandatory quiz and assignments which will be communicated to you, and will other techniques like decision trees be covered? Okay, so we try to keep it like a beginner level bootcamp, foundational one. So we will try to cover as much as possible, and apart from that we will also route you to different resources that we have. Okay, so we will definitely be doing that. And will we be getting mails for sessions as well? Someone is asking this question. Yes, you will be getting emails for all the sessions. We'll try to keep you posted, each and everything. And someone is asking for a Slack link, right? Let me just quickly share the Slack link as well. If someone who hasn't yet joined Slack, you can join in using this link. Someone is asking, can other people still register for this bootcamp? Yes, absolutely. They can still join in. And someone is asking, thank you for the bootcamp. May I know, after this bootcamp, do you have any plan for another bootcamp, and what is it? Okay, yes, I mean, like, we would love to do as many bootcamps as possible. But yeah, I mean, like, after this boot camp, we would love to do another, but we need to see what we need to do and all. So let me just quickly go to the YouTube chat and see if there are any more questions that we have. So I can't see the quizzes posted anywhere. Are they up yet? No, they aren't up yet. I mean, they will be put up very soon. Okay, you can find the dates for quizzes and assignments in this particular link. I think this was already shared. I think that's pretty much about it, if I'm not wrong. And thanks everyone for joining in. And I hope, like, just stick to these dashboards and try to access material from here. We will also have a separate assignment section here where we will put up all the assignments. Okay, ensure you don't miss out on the assignments. And someone is asking, when will the assignments be released? So the assignments will be released on, there will be one quiz on EDA, which will be released on 3rd of April, and another final assignment, which will be released on 10th of April. Okay, these are already put up on the discussion forum. Okay, I'm just sharing this link again, just in case. end of this bootcamp, what we make to learn. Archana, I didn't quite get this question. Uh, but like if you ask me like what you will be able to do at the end of this, what are the learning outcomes, right? You'll be able to build some basic machine learning model and also be able to solve some problems using data science. Okay, when I say some problems, it can be a industrial problem, it can be anything else, right? So which where like you're playing with a lot of data and trying to come up with a solution. And not just that, like you'll be able to also perform some basic data analysis and data visualizations and all, which will help you in data storytelling or presenting the data better to be able to communicate something to the audience you might want to cater with. Okay, so those are the basic things that you will be able to do. The most important thing that we will be teaching is to solve a problem using data in a scientific way. Okay, so we will be focusing more on problem solving, applied problem solving in a nutshell. And yeah, thanks a lot, everyone, and thanks for joining in again. And we hope you keep up the same energy levels all throughout the boot camp. And we look forward to seeing you all again and again. And thanks once again for joining in. Take care, and bye. Yes, Sudha Verma will be probably solving some problems related to data science case studies or whatever it is. So we'll be picking up some real world data sets. Thanks. Bye.